If you've been in the Pokémon TCG hobby at all in 2025, you already know. This year started like a fever dream. It was the year of the flippers. Investors loading carts, bots sniping restocks, collectors struggling to find even a single ETB at MSRP. The sealed product felt like modern-day treasure. Buy it, throw it in your closet, and boom, you're printing money. Everyone thought the pattern was simple. The rules were known. But now, those rules? They're starting to break, and something very different is happening. For years, sealed Pokémon products were a one-way bet. Buy and hold, and prices would inevitably rise. In 2025, that rule was shattered. The Pokémon Company dramatically increased print runs, flooding the market with stock and crushing the scarcity that scalpers relied on. In fact, 2025 saw 10.2 billion cards printed, a huge surge aimed at fighting product shortages. For example, one recent wave drove Phantasmal Flame's ETBs down 25%, from a $120 scalper peak to approximately $90. This isn't a total market crash, but it is a major correction, a long-needed return to sanity. Retailers even imposed purchase limits and better bot protections that not always work. In short, sealed product is no longer a guaranteed money printing ticket. All of this is great news for collectors who just want product to open or display. 2025 might become the most collector-friendly year in recent memory, with many products available at or near retail price. The days of easy double-digit gains on modern sealed products are over, at least for now. Let's start with Chilling Reign, a Sword and Shield era set released June 18, 2021. For years, Chilling Reign booster boxes were a case study in steady appreciation. This set, featuring icy locales of Galar and cards like the Galarian legendary birds, grew from a modest underperformer to a collector's staple. At launch in 2021, you could find boxes around $100 and even dip to approximately $90 during heavy early printing. But as the set aged, it gained a reputation and dwindling supply. By 2023, a Chilling Reign box was about $150 on the secondary market, and the mid-2025, it hit almost $600. However, November 2025 appears to be the end of that upward trajectory. Since October, Chilling Reign has been in decline and fell to $450. A crazy price decrease for a sealed product. This isn't a slight dip anymore. This is a scary downward trend for Pokémon investors. Chilling Reign is 4+ years old, out of print, and was supposed to be a lock investment-wise, yet its sealed dipped. Why? Possibly because prices simply got too high for most buyers, or because investors started selling off to realize profits. Regardless, seeing an older booster box even dip is new for the hobby. It's a signal that even guaranteed winners can't rise forever. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. It helps the channel massively and costs you nothing. Moving to a more recent example, Scarlet and Violet Surging Sparks. This expansion was released late 2024 and was insanely popular. Demand was through the roof upon release, and initial supply was limited. As a result, Surging Sparks booster boxes skyrocketed in price out of the gate. A booster box has an MSRP of about $100, but shortly after launch, scalpers were getting $150 to $160 per box. By January 2025, the average market price hit approximately $240. Around March 2025, reports of a restock, additional wave of product, began circulating on social media, and it slightly plunged. The Surging Sparks box reached $300 by the end of September, but since then, it started declining and finally stopped at $220. As of the end of November, Surging Sparks booster box is on the upward trend again, but it shows that even such popular set as Surging Sparks isn't invincible. Before we move on, let's take a look at our mini-game. Post a comment with a timestamp of where you spotted Pikachu, and I might feature you in the next video and even answer your question. In mid-2023, the special Scarlet and Violet 151 set was released, featuring the original 151 Pokémon. Of course, Charizard got a new special illustration rare in that set. This card quickly stole collectors' hearts. Some thought it might overtake the Brilliant Stars Charizard in desirability. By late 2025, the 151 Charizard SIR has been at its peak. And now, enter a new Charizard, The Mega Evolution era introduced Mega Charizard in a spectacular special illustration rare form. This Mega Charizard SIR is arguably the most breathtaking Charizard card to date. It showcases Charizard in its Mega X form with artwork that many say surpasses all previous versions. As news and images of this card spread, collectors went crazy for it. The effect? Suddenly, the Charizard from 151 doesn't feel as special anymore, and even the Brilliant Stars Charizard V feels older. We witnessed a shift. People are now chasing the Mega Charizard and willing to pay a premium for it, potentially at the cost of older Zards. So what's been the net result? Charizard cards from previous sets have been sliding down in price. The Brilliant Stars Charizard V Alt, which once hit over $300 in gem mint form, can now be obtained a bit cheaper than before. The 151 Charizard X, which spiked early on, has seen its price cool off and stagnate. Some even say fallen off a cliff relative to its peak, though it's still valuable. This is largely because Pokémon keeps upping their art game. When everyone is chasing the next Charizard, the demand and price for the prior ones naturally dips, or at best, holds steady. All these examples, from sealed products like booster boxes and ETBs to once untouchable singles, paint a clear picture. 2025 is the year of a healthy correction. The concept that prices only go up was proven false. We saw that the market can and will correct itself when fueled by over-speculation or when supply increases. For collectors, this is largely positive. It means more chances to get the cards and products you love without paying exorbitant markups. Packs at MSRP, more print runs, and declining singles prices all make the hobby more accessible. The fear of missing out, FOMO, eased as people realized not every set will become Evolving Skies 2.0, and not every card will 10 times in value. Those in it for quick flips should become much more cautious and data-driven. Many who bought the hype at peak prices were taught an expensive lesson. Going forward, we may see a more rational market where prices better reflect actual rarity and demand, not just hype. The phrase, sealed for investing and singles for collecting, a motto some have echoed, might shift if sealed product continues to be printed in volume. It's also worth noting, this correction doesn't mean Pokémon cards are doomed to drop forever. Rather, it's a much-needed normalization. The most egregious price bubbles, driven by pandemic-era frenzy and YouTuber influence, have deflated. But truly rare and nostalgic items will likely hold value or grow in the long run at a more measured pace. What changed is the modern supply-heavy products are no longer behaving like limited commodities. They're acting like the mass-produced collectibles they are. Remember, the market can be as unpredictable, but ultimately it tends to find its balance. The frenzy is cooling, and that's okay, perhaps even great for the longevity of the hobby.